This is free range, open range, not free range stuck in a big coop. The big difference is the hens can come and go freely on the grassy area. They have ample shade behind us and in front of us. In the evening hours they come out. In the early morning hours they come out and graze the field. During the day they stay close to the shade and tend to nibble all the grass around the edges. If I swing around this way, you'll see the larger pasture that they use and the mulberry trees. And coming back around again here, we're back to the hens, which decided to come out here and see us standing in the field. They tend to follow us whenever we're out. And plenty of fresh water. Coming across there, you see the water is kept underneath the shelter. There's an old converted pig pen turned into a coop they seem to like. And in the distance is a duck sitting in a pond, which we have two 275-gallon ponds. And then a little teeny building left behind by the previous owner we call the duck house, which none of them really use because they tend to go into the coops at night all by themselves. One, because they're dimly lit, and two, because there's cooling fans pulling air through them at all times. Who wants to be a movie star? There's a movie star. This rooster thinks he runs the show. That's an Americana rooster. He makes strange sounds. There's a golden buff rooster. In the distance there, in center of the screen, is a purebred Rhode Island red rooster. And there's another rooster who's also a Rhode Island red rooster. This guy seems to run the field. He's an Americana hen. If you see, his legs are kind of green. So he'll father a hen that'll lay light green eggs. Americana hens come in various colors and shapes. Here's another one. They got kind of fuzzy looking ears. They're very happy, easygoing chickens. Some of the chickens look a little scraggly, and that's because our chickens are all born 4 months apart. So some of the darker color ones are molting right now and getting new feathers, and they're not laying. And the way you can kind of tell is if you look at their crown, you'll see that their crown is very pale or dim red, while other ones that are laying eggs, like this black and white one here, she'll turn around for us. And this hen here is 4 years old. She doesn't want to look at me though. There she is. But she's a good layer and a good mommy. Oddly enough, the Americana hens aren't really good mothers, and I understand from the Copernicus.org that the Americana hens are going extinct because people don't raise them. These are the hens that lay the bluish green eggs. I'll walk over here a little bit and I'll show you another rooster who we call one of the brothers. They're twins and they're born at the same time. There's one crowing now. That's one of the brothers. And there in the background, coming around the corner in the shade area, is the other brother. And he too is an Americana rooster. But these two roosters don't go anywhere without each other. They were born and hatched together. They have evidently worked out their differences. People want to know what a good feed looks like and what mash looks like. You can buy pelletized feed, but this feed here, if I zoom out maybe a little bit, sorry about shaking the camera, this is called mash. This is all organic, all natural, and they absolutely love it. You throw it down on the ground and they come for it. Very fine powder, very dusty, easily digestible. Alternately, we do supplement feeding, pelletized meal, and this is for the ducks, although the hens do eat it too. And this is a non-animal protein feed, and we have really good droppings, no diarrhea, good sized eggs, and it does pretty good. So how do you know if a chicken's hot? There you go. She has her wings spread and lifted, and you can actually see her mouth open. She's panting a bit. And they will use twice the amount of water on any given day than they would in a milder weather. And this is because, like dogs, they cool by panting. So you really got to stay on their cooling water. Plenty of water to drink. We have bathing water in an old area that we use to brood the peeps into hens, and then we dug ponds out, and this is bathing water for the ducks. Then we have actually drinking in bathing water, an emergency tub on top of there. So all in all, at any one time of the day, there is well over 600 gallons of water. How many hens are there? Well, there's about 300. But usually only 1/3 of them is molting at this time. Well, usually 2/3 of them will lay. We don't induce molting, we let it happen naturally. So we never really run more than 70% production. You can put lights on the coops and ramp some protein up, and you'll burn your chickens out. Rooster we have, he's hiding out somewhere. He's nearly 17 years old. It's incredible. Hens just don't live to be that long because of the egg laying, which is very stressful to them, and they literally sometimes die while laying an egg. Yeah. So that's it for today's tour. Sorry I whipped it around there. Keeping the feed under a shelter prevents rainwater from washing the feeds out. During fair weather days, we will use these goat feeding troughs, which works excellent. They're about $14. You drill holes in the bottom to let the rainwater out, which makes it easy also just to rinse them out and clean them. And cleaning is a necessary duty when you have chickens. We've been told that we have some of the cleanest chicken farms that anybody ever saw. We do sell hens occasionally to people that want a couple, but we don't make a business out of that. Have a good day.